Hi guys, Bakset Bonum. So today our lesson is about tables and lists. So our learning competencies are first to create partitions for effective presentation of data via web. And second, we will create an efficient interconnected web pages. For our values competency, you have to work in an orderly and organized manner. And for the 21st century skill, you analyze how parts of HTML interact with each other to produce a website. So let's look at this image. Let's say, for example, this is an example ng isang shopping website. And you will see something like this, no? Um, As in literally, ganyan yung makikita nyo. You want to shop for shoes, ganyan yung makikita nyo sa page. So, isipin nyo, ano ba magiging reaction ninyo? Ano kayang possible na maiisip ninyo when you see literally something like this? May image, katabi kagad ng image yung information like anong pangalan ng shoe, para saan, ano yung target audience ng shoe and magkano. But if you will look closely, literal talaga sila magkakatabi. And then, immediately following that, the second image, tapos yung pangalan, tapos hindi pa nga siya kompleto, hindi pa siya buo, nalipat siya sa next page, sa next line. And probably you will feel na parang hindi maganda, hindi maayos yung pagkakagawa ng website. And what can we do? What should we do about it kung ganito yung itsura? I mean, for the designers, anong dapat nilang gawin? So you may think na kailangan nilang ayusin yung organization. They have to work in an organized manner para ma-present yung data nila clearly at mas malinis. Now let's move to this scenario. Paano ba natin i-approach ang organization? Let's try using this scenario. Your mother asks you to go to the market and buy ingredients for sinigang. Magluluto si mami ng sinigang. So, I want you to pay attention to this. Okay, ano ba yung mga ingredients na pabibilihin sa'yo ng mami mo? Una, kailangan ng 2 onion, 2 tomatoes, 3 green pepper, 3 kangkong, 2 string beans, 1 eggplant, 2 gabi, 1 kilo ng pork, and sinigang mix. Again, tingnan ng maigi yung ingredients. Now, I want to ask you, were you able to remember kung ano yung mga ingredients na kailangan bilhin? Most probably, hindi nyo naaalala. Number 1, masyadong madami. Number 2, you might not be paying too much attention. So, may malaking chance na hindi nyo naalala yung mga ingredients. So, in cases like these, yun yung ang important na kailangan gawin is we have to take down notes. Kapag nilista natin yung ingredients on a piece of paper, pwede tayong pumunta sa market at mabibili na natin yung kailangan natin kasi nakalista sa isang papel. Babalikan mo na lang kung ano yung mga kailangan. And in websites, we use lists para i-provide yung information sa users ng mabilis. Hindi na kailangan magtanong ng user, tatawag sa hotline, pagka nakita nila kunyari, in an advertisement on TV, may ganitong shoe on sale, nakita nila yung price. Hindi pa naman nila kagad mabibili. Tapos after a while, naalala nila na meron nga palang ganitong shoe on sale. So, would we let them call our company pa para lang itanong kung magkano yung price after the, what do you call this, after the discount? Or should we use a website na lang? I-provide natin ang lahat ng information na kailangan para hindi na sila mahihirapan. So something like that. So we actually use lists to provide information in bullet form or line per line form. So paano ginagawa ang isang list? Ang mga list, dalawang klase kasi ang list sa HTML. First is the ordered list and second is the unordered list. So to know kung ano yung difference between the two, let's look at this example. So the first one, itong nandito sa taas, it's what we call an ordered list. Itong nandito sa baba, it's what we call an unordered list. So I want you to pause this video and isipin ninyo, ano yung na-observe nyo na difference between the two? Siguro maiisip nyo ng mabilis kung ano yung sagot because the answer is very obvious. The first one, it has numbers. So each line has a numbering and the number is in sequential form. However, the second one, kahit nakalista siya, hindi numbers yung marker, but rather they are bullets. Okay? So an ordered list is a list wherein the markers are sequential in sequential order. The unordered list is a list without numbering. Kaya nga siya unordered kasi hindi importante yung numbering niya, hindi importante yung order niya. Ang importante lang doon, nakalista sila. So how can we create an ordered list? Let me show you the syntax. Ito ang syntax natin. If we write this as an HTML code, ganito yung magiging output niya sa web. So let me show you an actual example. Gawin natin ito talaga. So how should we do this? Let's pull out our Notepad++. And inside the body, we will use the tag OL. May partner yung OL na /OL. OL meaning ordered list. Inside OL, actually, kapag ka nagsulat tayo ng OL, parang ang ginagawa ng computer dito, babalik lang ako. So when we type this OL, imagine the computer creates an invisible box, an invisible place wherein the list can be placed inside. So ito yung bounding box na yun, invisible bounding box. And then the tag LI, siya na yung pinaka-item on the list. The LI creates the item. So balik tayo sa Notepad. Inside OL, since it's a tag, magkakaroon ng tag sa loob, we have to indent. So meron raw dalawang item na let me just copy and paste. So may dalawang item. The first item is coffee. Tama ba? Coffee. And then the second one is milk. Notice, dito merong numbering 1 and 2 pero hindi naman natin siya sinulat sa code. The very fact that this is an ordered list, ang ilalagay lang natin sa listahan is the main content. Computer na ang bahala sa pagna-number. So let me save this and let's open it. So ayun na siya. Kung dadagdagan natin, we will just create LI. Yun. Ganon. Ang ordered list. Now, we can edit ordered lists. How? By adding an attribute. If we add the type attribute, we will be able to control the marker. So for example, yung default kasi niya is type 1. Kahit hindi na natin ilagay yung type equals 1, okay lang yon. But if we want to change the numbering, let's say for example, we want to change it into, instead of 1, 2, 3, we want to change it to ABC. So ang ilalagay natin is type equals A. Let me show you. So OL, dadagdagan natin ng attribute na type, and then the type will be capital A. Ibig sabihin lahat daw ay magiging A, B, C, capital letters. See? Another one. Gamit tayo ng Roman numerals. Capital I. Pero maliit na Roman numerals. So, small I ang type niya. So, we will change the type to small I. So, now the output will be Roman numerals pero small letters. So, that is the use of the type attribute when it comes to ordered lists. So, meron tayong uppercase na letters, lowercase na letters, uppercase na Roman numerals, and lowercase na Roman numerals. So, like, ito nga, pinakita ko, yan yung default, no? This type is what we call an attribute. Now, in HTML, there are many tags that uses different kinds of attributes. So itong type, it's just one example of an attribute. You may think of attributes as properties of an object. Tapos kapag pinalitan natin yung property na yon, it may change how the behavior of the object is, or it may change the look of the object. So for example, in a person, all of us have hair, right? So we have a hair. Ang attribute ng hair ko is color black. So kapag pinalitan ko yung attribute na black, gawin natin ibang color, gawin natin yellow, ang buhok ko magiging yellow. Same thing goes with our HTML tags. Ang ordered list natin by default, ang type niya, ang attribute type niya is 1, which is yung numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pag pinalitan natin siya into another type, mag-iiba yung itsura nung listahan. Right? Now, by default, an ordered list counts starting from 1. But if we want to change the starting number, we can change the start attribute. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? So, look at this. Dinagdagan to ng start 50. Idiretso na natin. Ita-type 1 ko lang dito. Type 1. And then, pwede nating dagdagan yung mga attributes anytime. We can add 2 or more attributes. Lagyan lang natin ng space. So, I will write here start. Yan yung attribute natin. It will have 50. So, the numbering will start at 50. So, this will be 50, 51, and then 52. Let's save and check natin. There we go. 50, 51, 52. If we again change the type, gawin natin itong small a naman. Gawin natin itong alphabet pero small case or lower case. So, ang 50, ang pang 50 is AX and then AY and then AZ. Alright, next. Now, for an unordered list, it's the same as an ordered list. However, we use the tag UL. UL meaning unordered. So, kapag yan ang ginamit natin, palitan ko lang to. Tanggalin ko na rin itong attributes muna. From OL, I will replace it. Gagawin kong UL. Pero yung paglalagay ng list, LI pa rin naman yun. So, let me save this. So, instead of numberings, siya ay magiging bullet form. We can use an attribute for this one, pero we only have one attribute for UL, which is value. The attribute value, sorry, not, tama ba? The attribute, this attribute changes the marker. So, ang ginagamit nating attribute is still type. Okay? It's still type, but ang pagpipiliin natin is disk, circle, square, or none. So, let me try adding an attribute here. We will use disk. So, instead of a bullet, na-save ko ba? Wait lang, baka value talaga. Value disk. Wait lang. Alright, sorry, I was held up. So again, let's try using the type circle for our unordered list. So let's save this. From disk, it will be turned into a circle. So pwede rin namang ano yun? Square. Yeah, square. Let's try square. Or pwede ring wala. Lagay natin none. So those are the different type attributes for the unordered list. Now, what if we want to display many information that needs more spaces like a calendar? Definitely, we will not be able to list everything, lalo na kung kailangan ng rows and columns. So in this case, we use a table. So the syntax of a table, it might look a little complicated, but it's very easy. So let's try using this. To create a table, we use the tag table, and then may partner siya na /table. So inside, we will create first the tag tr or table row. Tapos, lagyan na natin ang ending na table row. Now, inside a row, yung cell na ang gagawin natin, there are two tags that can be used. The first tag is th or table header. May partner yan na /th. So if we use a table header, the font will be, if I'm not mistaken, no, kung tama ang pagkakaalala ko, it will be in bold at saka automatic yata na naka-center kasi header siya. But if we will not use th, ang ginagamit natin for everything else is what we call td, the td tag or table data. So, teka lang, bago natin ituloy, pakitaan muna natin ng isang example. So, let's say, ito yung gagawin natin. Gagawa tayo ng ganito. This is our header, itong una, and then everything else is ordinary data lang. So, here, we will use th. And the first one, ang ilalagay natin ay first name. Okay, so that is the first cell on this particular row. Tingnan natin na itong tr, it's this row. So we will create a second cell, another th for last name. And then another header for the age. So, isa pa pala. The table, by default, has no borders. So, kung gusto natin may border, we will add an attribute called border, and it will have the value 1. So, tingnan muna natin yung output. So, first name, last name, and then age. I think kailangan kong i-explain muna further paano ba nangyayari yung pag-drawing ng table. Balik lang ako sa previous. So, if we create or if we write table, teka lang, palitan natin yung kulay. This one. If we write table, what happens is the computer, again, creates an imaginary box. So, pag nilagay natin yung table/table, ito na yon, yung starting, ito yung ending. Imaginary table. And then, pagka nilagay natin yung tr/tr, it creates an imaginary row. Pag naglagay tayo ng either th or td, it creates the actual cell. So, kapag naglagay tayo ng isa pang th or td, kunyari naglagay tayo ng isa pang th dito, it will now create the second cell. Pag naglagay tayo ng isa pang th, gagawa siya ng pangatlong cell. Now, paano tayo pupunta sa susunod na row? We will now write the second tr. Pag naglagay tayo ng second tr, gagawa na siya ng pangalawang row. And then again, nag-td, magkakaroon ng isang cell. Kapag nagkaroon ng isa pang td, naglagay tayo dito sa next, mag-create siya ng pangalawang cell, and so on and so forth. So, in this case, para malagay na itong mga susunod, we have to create the second row or the second tr. So, after the first row, we will now insert the second tr. And then, on that row, gagawa na tayo ng kanya-kanyang mga cell using td. So, the first td, may partner yan na /td. So, the first td, ang nakalagay is Tony. So, we will write here, Tony. And then, yung second, kung mapapansin, the second is last name. Ito yon. Pangalawa rin siya eh. From th yung first name na una, yung pangalawang th dito ay last name. So, ang kapartner niya, yung sa susunod na row, ang kapartner ni first name is this one. Gagawa tayo ng pangalawa. TB Stark. And then, close natin yan. Ang third na cell, another TB, that would be the number 40. So, check muna natin ha, kung maayos ang pagkakalapat. Yun. So, gagawin na lang natin. One tip that I can give when creating tables is, kapag na-produce mo na yung unang row mo, what you can do is you can actually copy the tr and then just paste and edit. Ano bang kailangan natin? Na-produce na natin yung second row by pasting. So, papalitan lang natin. The first will be Steve, and then Rogers, and then the age is 100. Let's save. Tingnan natin. So, there we go. And then, yung third one, ganun din. Paste na lang natin. It will be Thor, so that is now our table. If we will remove the border, tatanggalin lang natin itong nandito, itong attribute na border sa table. So it's really up to you if you want to put a border or not. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes hindi. So as a designer, kayo talaga ang bahala kung lalagyan nyo siya ng border or not. Right? So for your activity, activity 2.2, I want you to create a table. Now inside the table, I want you to display two columns. The first column, you write the contents of your personal hygiene kit. in the form of a list. And then on the other column, you create an instruction about an example of keeping your proper hygiene. And again, it's in the form of a list. So just imagine after creating a row and then you create a cell by using TD, inside TD, dun nyo ilalagay yung OL or UL kung ano man ang gagamitin ninyo. Okay? So please do that now.